Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I'm here at the wheel of my John Deere 4475, getting ready to hire a worker, and he's off. Uh-oh. I seem to have made a mess on the pavement. That's not good. Yeah. We'll have to rent a roller and fix that. Okay. Where were we? Where was we? Okay, we were here. About to pick up lots of grass for our silage pit. So I did take about an hour break here between the last episode and this one. I went outside, flew my new helicopter, promptly crashed into a tree. I'm a pretty good pilot. The problem was it was windy, and I can't figure out for the life of me how to get the helicopter out of the training mode. It's like in baby step mode. And what that means is you can't fight the wind. So if there's any wind at all, the helicopter is not controllable because the wind just picks it up, and I can't get it leaning far enough forward to be able to fight against the wind. So I wanted to get it out of trainer mode, and I can't get it to do it. So I'm going to have to wait till... I didn't do any damage. I'm pretty good at crashing now. I've been flying for so many years. I know when to shut the throttle off, when to put the nose down, where to put the helicopter down, and how to get it down without doing too much damage. And I did 0 damage on my rough landing, we'll call it, aside from getting a little mud on my skids. But I wanted to... I need to talk to the Horizon. The problem is I have a newer radio than the than the helicopter is. And they don't have instructions on how to get it set up for my specific radio. They have like all these other radios in there, but they're all slightly different than the radio that I have. And so I tried a bunch of different things. I was able to figure out tonight how to get the agility mode in, but I want the middle mode. There's a beginner mode and an advanced and then an expert. And what I found with these helicopters is that even with the drone has the same. It has like a normal, middle, and then crazy. I call it angry mode because the light turns from blue to red, and the helicopter goes into angry mode. And I cannot control angry mode. It is just insane. Like it's not flyable. Like you can't react. I don't know how anybody flies it in angry mode, but it's doable. It's not fun. Maybe someday I'll get there, but I think it's too. The helicopter swings one way. You try to hit the switch and make it go back, and then it goes the other way, and it doesn't fly the way it should fly. And maybe it's just the helicopter, the one that I got or something. I don't know. But I've run into the same problem with the drone. Once you go into agility mode, it's basically like less than 30 seconds until you plunge it into the ground because it gets really hard to control. It's super, super touchy, and I have not figured out that. I want an in-between mode, and they have it. I just don't know how to get to it. So anyway, I'm going to give them a call tomorrow. They're open on Saturdays, and say, hey, look, can you help me set my radio up? Because I don't know how to set it up. And they're usually really good about product support, so I shouldn't have a problem. But I wanted to get that fixed because it needs to work. I want to be able to fly it outside. It can fly fine inside, but it's a pretty big helicopter. It's really designed to fly around outside, and I just that advanced expert mode. Like I said, I was watching another review of somebody else flying it, and it's the same thing. They're like, dude, as soon as I switch it into expert mode, man, it's like done. I can't. It just flies off the handle. It's like crazy mode. Oh, you know what? I need to give that worker gas. I forgot to fill that tractor up. Shoot. We need to actually get a gas tank so we can service them in the field. Do I have one? I don't think I bought one. Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. Nope. Got a bunch of trailers, though. Let's see what we have as far as bulldozers. I know I have some Russian ones. I don't think I want to use that. I don't want an expensive Caterpillar either. Those are way out of my price range, but we could buy a used crappy. Where's my? We could use the DT75M. Where's the Rotec? My Rotec is missing. What happeneth to my bulldozer? Where Hast thou gone, O Rotec? I mean, it's got to be here. I have it. Well, we'll come back to that. I'll figure out. I must not have checked it off for this map. We need to get a gas trailer, though. I think I have a pick. Oh, there's a Volvo. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's under... I don't know what it's under. Hang on. It might not be under tractors. It could be under, like... forestry. No, it's not. Okay, what about the wheel loaders? Nope. Skid steer? Nope. Telehandlers? Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's not. I thought it was animals. Baling technology? A lot of times baling technology has like a lot of random stuff in it. Nope. Front loaders. No. Nope. Oh. No. Nope. 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 Okay, well, let's go ahead and grab the pickup truck. I'll turn this off for a sec. Because that guy's going to run out of gas for sure. And we'll get a gas trailer. I've needed one, and I've been dilly-dallying. I'll see what kind of bulldozers I can find online here. I know y'all are going to dump me some and say, hey, here's a bulldozer, but by the time you send it to me, I will already have one. Because I'm going to get it, and probably here during this episode we'll actually find one. But yeah, so I'm a little bummed at the flight characteristics of the helicopter. I thought it was going to be, it's like either, right now, it's either like totally dead or too hard to handle. And I'm like, I want it in between, kind of. I need I don't say an aggressive mode, but I'm advanced. I'm not an expert pilot on helicopters. Are hard to fly, believe it or not. They're not drones. I'm not talking about quadcopters. Are really stable. Quadcopters are stable. They're easy. They're fun. They're meant for beginners. Even the big, like my easiest thing that I have to fly is my drone. Hands down, it's the easiest flying device that I have. It can stop. It can hover, and it's slow. It doesn't move around really quick. So it's pretty putsy, and that is, that's going way too fast there. So anyway, I really. But the helicopters tend to move around on their own. Like when I say helicopter, I'm talking like, fixed pitch or collective pitch. They tend to, just kind of have their mind of their own as they fly. It's not like a quadcopter that's real stable, but they pivot and hover and slide, and you have to get used to it. All right, I need to buy one of these. We'll get it green and yellow. It's probably the wrong colors, but whatever. You know how I am with the colors. They never match. That looks pretty good. Oops. I took a little nap. I took like a half an hour nap this afternoon. It was perfect. It actually felt like I slept for hours. I only slept for half an hour. I was like, whoa. I needed a nap. And I feel much better, but obviously still a little tired. While we're here, heck, why don't we paint the truck? We'll make the truck green and yellow. Make it a John Deere truck. We're going all out fanboyism here. It was actually red and white because the farm was originally all Massey Ferguson, so... Blasphemy. Rim color. The yellow. And I hate... single stripe design color, the yellow, same yellow. And I hate these wheels, so we'll pick a different wheel. I'm just going to randomly grab one. I don't know what the other ones look like, but I know I don't like the ones that are on there. The ones that are on there look like... Oh, yeah, sweet, okay. John Deere service truck to the rescue. Oh, it disconnected me from my trailer. I'm reconnected, let's go. Come on, John Deere farmer, let's move out. Anyway, on my new helicopter, I almost fried the servo. I was trying to get it. It says that you have to do this certain thing to get it into agility mode, or to get it into calibration mode. Where the heck is the gas on this map? Okay, straight ahead. And so I was following the directions, and all of a sudden I started smelling this hot smell, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Well, the servo was overheating because I was holding the sticks down the way that they said to hold them down, and I'm like, that's not good. So I'm going to have to talk to them on the phone and say, listen, I tried to put it in here. It got really hot. The servo overheated and started sticking. Now it's working fine, but that makes me scared, like that the servos overheat like that, and they shouldn't. I mean, you should never have to hold down all the way one direction or another for any more than a couple seconds, but since I wasn't, it just overheated, and I was like, what? So I'm gonna have to ask him. I'm just gonna ask him to send me a new one. Like, send me a whole new helicopter. I need a new helicopter. I don't know. As long as it works, I'm fine with it. I've replaced servos before. It's a pain in the butt, but you can do it. It's not the end of the world. But I might ask them for a new servo because that's a little. We'll see. We'll see how it flies. I'm gonna fly it again tomorrow once I get off the radio or off the phone with them and see how everything is going once that's done. But we'll have to see what happens. I'm gonna pump gas here. Something we never do. Stand here, pump it in. All right, that's the fastest pump in the world, man. That thing fills up 3,000 gallons in the time it takes my car, like, in real life. It's like 10 gallons. Okay, I'm lost because my map's off. Where am I? Oh my gosh, I'm lost. So anyway, I'm going to get that fixed tomorrow. I'll let you know how that goes in one of these next episodes. And but I really did like it. It flies really well. I need a little bit more feedback from it before I'm comfortable flying it in any kind of wind. And they said really it's meant for like 2 to 3 mile an hour winds, which is Cleveland. That's never. We're always at least 5. But tomorrow afternoon it's actually going to be 2 mile an hour winds before my little concert thing. So I'm going to actually do it. I'm going to take it to church and I'm going to fly it in the parking lot beforehand. I'm going to get there about an hour and a half early and fly the helicopter and fly my new airplane and have some flying fun, hopefully, because that kind of weather comes once in a lifetime, All right, where's this dude? All right, Charlie, where are you? He's spending my money. I can see it happening, so we'll have to wait for him to get down to the end, I guess. He must be way out there. Hey, where are you? Wow, I mean, I don't even see him. No sign of the dude. Look at that. Awesome John Deere pickup truck. I know John Deere doesn't make pickup trucks. I know. But if they did, that's what it would look like. There he is. Oh my gosh. He's going 3 miles an hour. Let's take a look at some of the John Deere tractors that I'm considering purchasing. I got some new mods that I found, and I will eventually upload these, I think. Let's see here. Where did the other ones go? These are the ones that we don't. These are the ones from Coldborough. Right? No, this is one we're using. All right, man. They're all out of order. We got this 5085. That's pretty cool. This is the guy. This is the one that sucks. This is the one we're going to get rid of. I've got this new, this is a 6920S. I think that this one, and we don't unfortunately have any kind of this doesn't include, what do you call it, the arms. But we have a 6920S, which is pretty cool. That'll replace the 615. This one's a much better tractor looking wise. But then we also have the 6R, which I think is fairly reasonably priced. Let's see, 6920. What is this? 190 horsepower. And then this guy is 250. So this might be a good mid-range tractor. This one can have the arms attached and a bigger motor added, taking it up to 250 horsepower from 230. Front hydraulic, front tweaked. Oh, maybe this doesn't. You know what? I don't think this has the arms. I don't think this does. You can have a weight or hydraulics on the front, of course. Standard rear wheels, Michelin. It's got some interesting options. No, that one does not have a front loader either, so we're going to have to figure out what to do, but we have the 8R, we have the 7R is what we're using, and then this is the 8R that Kyle had. So really the new guy is this guy and this guy, the 6000 series. We might, this doesn't have a bigger motor. So we're probably going to go with this 6R, and we're going to upgrade this and get this going for, because this guy's got 230. With the bigger motor, it's 250 horsepower, and that will put us right in range with this, because this tractor's got 225, so we're going to have to get at least that much horsepower, but I'd like to get more. Or maybe we'll buy a second 7R with dualies. Or we'll get a maintenance shed and just take the dualies on and off. This guy finally caught up. Doo-doo-doo. Big tractor. So he's out there working his butt off. Looks good, though. He's doing a good job. We'll wait till he gets to the end, and I'll fill her up. So anyway, I'm a little sad about the helicopter's performance. Like I said, it flies inside okay. It's fine for my house, but it doesn't really do much outside yet. And I want it to be able to fly outside. That's really the reason why I got it, because the blade was one of my favorites. So, H. You're fired. No, you're not. I'm just kidding. I just need to get gas in your tractor here. And we'll fill this guy up. Shouldn't take too long. This doesn't hold much gas, actually, for the size of the motor it has. It's actually a fairly small tank. And I did see there are some more John Deere tractors out there that have come out that are even nicer. So we're going to go ahead and download some more of those and get them into the game. Like I said, people have updated the harvesters too, so at some point, I don't know, I don't really need a different harvester. I'm pretty happy with the setup I have with the MacDon, but it could be done to have the fixed headers, the right headers. It's not an issue, though. Obviously, you can see we've run just fine through the entire harvest, and the MacDon header is the same size. It doesn't look as, I don't know, I guess anybody could use whatever header they want, so. And the corn header works fine. That's not a problem. I'm going to go around and do this again. I missed. And I want to see. Allow create fields. Limit to fields. I want to limit to the fields. Allow to create fields. There we go. So it shouldn't be tearing up anything but the field. There we go. And once again, when he's done, we'll have to run down the ends, but... Go to it, Charlie. All right, we'll see you in a couple hours here. Good luck. And so he's off. We've got this guy back underway. Cool. And we'll get this guy back underway. We'll head over to the farm. I try not to jump around. But, obviously there's times when you have to jump and pretend like you're somebody else. We want to keep it real, and then we just drive everywhere in the pickup and pick up our equipment. But then who's going to drive the pickup? I guess we could use follow me and have them follow you back. This pickup is hilarious how it bounces. And then those dirt roads, it's like doing, doing, doing. I know that's the mod. That's like the off-road mod. And it doesn't work. For some reason, it never has worked quite right with this pickup. And Giant says, for whatever reason, decided not to fix it. But it's pretty funny. Because it's a mod, I'm sure they're like, whatever. Mod users, you're on your own. You're on your own. Good luck. Set my cruise control to 50. Oh, we should listen to music. Did I just get a copyright violation? I like driving my pickup truck. Oh, there's singing in this one, actually. Whoa. Copyright violation. Sorry. I was going to make a little song for you, but I guess not. Their own vocals going on there. 30. Whoa. Last minute turn signal. Don't you love that? All right, so we're going to run up. We'll just park this here by the... Whoops. Nope. I want to put that right about... Oh, nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Right there. Good. Now we have an on-farm fueling station. Do-do-do-do. Is this country? This doesn't sound like country. It's more like country drug music. Yeah. This John Deere's got a pretty good stereo in it. All right, moving right along. Back to work. Back to collection grass. We're going to collect some grass. Get out of my way, tree. Beep. Yeah, these things really seem, with 225 horsepower, they really, of course, this is a huge collection wagon, so no surprise that it's not pulling real hard, but I don't know that I would trade these in for that smaller, the 190. Whoa, I've got some wiggly issues going on. Yeah, I know it's full. Okay. So we'll figure out what's going on with the bulldozer here. It might be the next episode. We'll finish collecting the grass first because we don't need a bulldozer until the very end. This is the end. No, but seriously, we don't need a bulldozer until we get to Kansas. When I'm ready to do the bulldozer part, we'll grab it. And then once we get to the part where we need to flatten this out and starting to get stuck. Nope, that's it. I think if we pick up on this stream, it'll take us back to where we were. Turn this guy back on. Is this it? Yeah. It's hard to see with the mirror in the way. So I was playing around with the other day. I've been obviously experimenting with some different games and trying stuff out, and I was playing around with Star Citizen, and sadly, even with the graphics on like medium, I'm still having like lots of frame rate issues. It doesn't seem like it's optimized well. It looks great, sort of, but it's real stuttery. It's almost like I'm going to have to get like I mean, that's the idea. They wanted to really push your hardware, but there comes a point where you have to make it so that it's playable on, smoothly on lots of different computers, and I don't know. I guess they really wanted to avoid that. They want to just pump it as far down the amazing list that they can. And it really is amazing. I mean, the graphics are unbelievable. There's so much detail everywhere. But that comes at a cost, and that is frame rates. And, I've seen people talking about the... yeah, I know. Talking about the new train simulator, Train Sim World, in the same fashion. Like, boy, this could be really good, but... the frame rates are terrible, and that's one of the things. So but they're saying even with the best hardware out there, it doesn't make a difference on the frame rates, which means the game, of course, has not been well optimized. And hopefully they'll deal with that and get it better, so it's optimized better, so that you're not dealing with those kind of problems. But you never know. I mean, this game at least. And one thing I will say for Farm Sim 2017, a big check in its favor, is that they really did a fairly decent job optimizing this game to run on anything. I mean, my laptop downstairs would stutter on Farm Sim 15. There were times, different maps and stuff, where it would get really slow. And amazingly, with FS17, the graphics are not only better, but my laptop doesn't really stutter when I play it. So it's like they did a great job optimizing the game and making it work better. When people ask me, is 17 worth it over 15? There's so many improvements. I'm like, absolutely. There's just so many great improvements between this version of the game and the old version. I don't understand why anybody would want to stay with the older version. Now, between 13 and 15, I think when 13 came out, it had a lot of DLC, and they did not transfer that DLC very quickly over to 15. Like, I know there were all kinds of giant seeders and stuff that never made it to. They changed the way the game worked, and those seeders and stuff never made it to. I should take this one. never made it to 15. Like the Condor that we have here, and the stuff that's coming with the new the up and coming Big Bud mod, like the large scale seeders and cultivators. Those just never worked on 15. So people were mad about that, and a lot of people stayed with 13 for a while, but then eventually they're like, well, it's the same as 13, but with just a pretty interface. No, I played with 13 a bit. Like, I bought it when it was on sale for like $6, and it's horrible. It's really bad compared to Farm Simulator 15. But this game just has so many things that are just so much better than 15 or 13 that I don't think anybody, when they ask like, hey, is it worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it. This game is 100% worth it. It's 100% better. It's definitely worth it. Oh, that was weird. I wonder why it stopped dumping. You know, even just stuff like this, like the ability to, you know, create mounds and stuff of your material, that is huge. And then to be able to pick it up. One of the things that's a huge difference is to be able to put stuff in trailers and in the back of the pickup. It's not just a square. It's actually a hole. So you can, like, it used to be that when you tried to stand on top of these trailers, you wouldn't fall in them. Like, if you went up here, I'll show you real quick. Like this, you could not do this, what I just did. You'd walk along the top of the trailer. It was not actually a space. Now, amazingly, I was able to jump out. The guy's pretty agile, but... So, I mean, there's a lot of big differences between 17 and 15. I get a lot of people asking, like, hey, are you ever going to play 15 again? And the answer, it's real simple. Nope. And I won't regret it either. I feel sad when people are... It makes me sad that, you know, maybe not everybody's going to... It's not going to be content appropriate, I guess. Like, there's people that are still playing 15, and they're like, well, we want you to still do 15 videos. But I don't... Look, I have to pick and choose what I do on my channel, and I don't have time to be doing an old game that is not, you know, what's the standard anymore. And this game is just so much better. So, no, I'm never going back to 15 again. I probably will never play 15 again. It was a great game. I put... embarrassingly, definitely almost 2,000 hours into it. I mean, it was like a part-time or almost a full-time job. I really spent a lot of my life playing. I played that game more than I played any other video game ever in my life. So, I don't regret saying, okay, I've had enough. It's time for the next one. And this one, I know this game I've already got almost 600 hours in. So, that's nuts. It's only been out for like 5 months, 4 months. I'm a whack job. I'm a whack job. But I sure like my farming games. So I'm looking forward to the Big Bud DLC, though. I'm going to have to watch my pennies here. I'm going to save back $15 probably from the airplane show and just keep it in my wallet so that when it hits, I can throw it in the bank and then have the money ready so I don't have to wait for like my next quote-unquote YouTube check, because I owe like $200 to Mark now for the Nintendo Switch. We split it, so I owe him $210, and so there's no that's coming out of my next YouTube payment. And the payment won't be very high because I'm the stupid Zelda thing. Like, I loved Zelda and I'm gonna play it, so I figured if I'm gonna play it, I might as well put it on my channel. The hard thing is, and this is something that I've learned about Nintendo, is that Nintendo does not support their authors. So, like, here I am on the farm sim. I'm playing the game. I'm, you know, I'm able to play the radio stations. I'm able to show the text. I'm able to do anything I want on this game. And Farm Sim allows me to do it. Why? Because it's great advertising. They know that if people watch me play the game, they're going to want the game. And it supports their community. So they're like, hey, man, it makes financial sense for them to support me. And so they just let me do whatever. I don't get copyright strikes. I don't get infringements because it's the farm sim. If I play, you know, the fight sim, or if I play the train sim, if I play, you know, any of those games, if I play Skyrim even, there, you know, Skyrim's got, you know, Jeremy Soule wrote all the music in that game. It is... He spent hours coming up with that music, and he gets his royalties from the sale of the game, and they know that, so they don't make me suffer and take the royalties off on me and say, oh, it's copyrighted, you can't use that material, or you can, but we make all the money off of it. They could be piggies about it, but they're not, because they want to support people that do this. Nintendo doesn't get it. Nintendo, they're like, nope. If you post Nintendo content, we're taking all the money. Have fun. That's why so many YouTubers will not do Nintendo. And I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and I don't know how much Nintendo stuff I will do. I mean, it probably is going to be, the limit of it will be Breath of the Wild. I bought an Elgato capture device so that I can play this Zelda game for you guys on YouTube. I think once that's done, like once I'm done playing the Zelda game, I probably will return the Elgato. Or not return it, but I'll what? There's still 5 in there. Stop it. Poop it all out. Poop it out. Come on. It won't let me dump the last of it. Weird. Okay, there we go. And I won't return it, but I'll sell it. So I'll probably take the Elgato and put it up on eBay and sell it, because it's like I spent like almost $200 on the Elgato itself, and to me it's like it's not where that's probably the only game I'm going to play on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know that of anything else that I'm super interested in, unless maybe like Mario or some kind of, I don't know, but I'm not going to put it on YouTube, because it's like I'm not going to make I hate to say this, but I'm not making anything from it, and I'm probably not even going to be that interested in the game. Maybe if a Metroid game comes out or something, but we'll see. I just feel like I wanted to really share Breath of the Wild because it's such a great game, and I'm going to play it. And so I figured if I'm going to do it, I might as well take you guys with me. But some of these other games, I don't know. We'll see. It seems like the Elgato's pretty expensive. I don't know if you guys have looked at them before, but they run about... I think I paid $140 for it, and that was for a refurb one. It was not a new in box. I mean, it had the box and everything. It came right from the manufacturer, but it was a refurbished one. So I was like, they were like $200, and I'm like, I thought about getting the internal one because then I could do a lot more with it, but I'm like, nah. So the downside is I found out I can't use my microphone on my headset. I have to use my big mic, which means I thought what I was going to do was like Skyrim, where I just record and then throw the videos up on YouTube. I don't even edit them or anything. But I can't do that because of the way that the audio works. The microphone only comes out of the left speaker, so I have to go in and edit all of the video files. And it doesn't take a long time to do, but it's an added extra step. And then I have to reproduce the video, and then I release it onto YouTube. But that extra step, all of that. Oops, I missed the row. All of that stuff takes time. So, all right, we are at 32 minutes here. I'm going to finish up collecting this grass. You can stay with me during that portion, and then we'll call it an episode. And we'll be done with the grass collection, and we'll be continuing with the plow. I might even start seeding the first field here. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm thinking maybe we'll wait. What we'll do is in the next episode we will get the bulldozer and get the silage started. And then we'll just wait overnight. I'll start planting in the morning because I don't know, in real life by now it'd be dinner time, right? It's time to go home and have some dinner. So we'll get the silage ready and covered, and at 6 o'clock will be dinner time. Little din. And so anyway, but that is what my plans are with the Elgato. It's a pretty cool device, but everything I have to release now, if you'll notice, if you watch my Breath of the Wild video, it's in mono. There's no stereo. Because for me to get my voice into the middle of the channel, it has to be in mono. And so I have to take all the audio. And I could record my vocal audio, and maybe I'll do that. I could record the vocal microphone separate from the audio. Maybe I'll do that. I'll try that on the next set. The first 6 episodes are already done. But maybe I can say like a now in stereo. Because we got a long way to go in that game. It's gonna be a while before I'm done. All right, so let's go ahead and dump this off. And I'm going to switch to outside camera, which is this button. Oops, I think I dumped some out of the bunker. Come on, Mr. Tractor. All right, sweet. So we're going to have a butt ton of silage, and there's still stuff in the trailer. Dang it. All right, dump that out. Good. All right, so let's go clean this tractor off, and we'll call it an episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of my channel. I'm really glad to have you guys on board. If you like what you see, a couple things you can do. Subscribe, thumbs up, always help. Those things always help my ratings. Tell your friends. I mean, that's a big thing. Word of mouth is a big thing. Like, hey, if this guy's really good at doing the farm sim, or he really he's covering material that I like, and he's nice, or he doesn't swear, or whatever. Those kind of things really help my channel. Secondly, if you want to donate, that's a big help too. And to donate, it's a little bit complicated. You have to go to my Twitch TV channel, which is twitch.tv/vblueguitar. So twitch.tv/VBLU guitar. And I'll put a link down in the description here. Arthur, remember to do that. Oh my gosh, I'll forget. If I don't, remind me. But on that main page there, you'll see a big donate button, and you can donate to my channel. It goes right to me. There's no fees or anything that get taken out. It goes from PayPal to me. So if you want to really support the channel, that's the way to help, and it is a big help. I have a couple guys that donate every month, and it keeps me motivated to keep going, and it helps pay for things like the Elgato. That's something that comes out of my pocket. So it's like those kind of things help. Wow, there's still stuff in here. It's really weird. So we're going to fill this up. Right? There we go. I had to pull a little further up. I'm going to actually scoot further up. And while it's doing that, let it fill up. We're going to wash this. I left my pickup truck out in the field. So we're at 36 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you for the next exciting episode of John Deere Farm, Small Town, USA. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.